never made a New Year's resolution in my life. I didn't technically make a New Year's resolution this year, but I did decide that beginning at the start of January 2022, I would get myself back into shape to be Desert Rat at Joe Fest in June of this year. I started running about 3 days ago. I was going out for short runs, and I'm finding after a long time of not exercising, I'm getting back into it pretty quickly. So the training is going to ramp up today, and I kind of wanted to talk you through what I'm doing. So I've found a hill of pain not too far from here, so I've got a fairly heavy backpack, and I'm just going to train like I did in the Special Forces. I've got a new pair of desert boots that I need to break in, and as you can see, like, I'm not an obese man, but I have a beer gut, and currently I weigh 106 kilos. I'm going to take a photo of that. I weigh 106 kilos. I don't really have a goal in mind of what I need to get down to. About 90 would be excellent. That was kind of the weight I was when I was in the Special Forces, but I'm a lot older now. So if I could even get down to, say, 95, that would be good. But I thought I'm going to document my journey to getting back to combat fitness, I suppose. So I'm going to be taking a GoPro with me, and I'm going to get out there and I'm going to fucking beast myself. That's the only way to do it. Get the heart rate up. That's it. Legs are burning. Sand's a killer, but it's good for beasting. Let's go. All the way to the top. This can be dangerous. You've got to be quick on your feet, right on your feet. Just go with it. No rest, we rest at the top. Now the incline here is much steeper than that last hill. So I just want to lean in, keep pumping my legs, swing the arms to get some momentum. It's been a long time since I've done this shit, but I'll tell you what, kind of miss it. There's nothing better than the feeling when you've gone out there and you've put in some real hard work. You get home, that first drink tastes better, your breakfast tastes better, and the more you go out there and do it, the easier it gets. So it's my first day running hills. A lot more to come between now and June. Cheers. Top of the morning, Desert Rat here, about 3 weeks into training, and I'm really enjoying the process. I feel better, I feel healthier, I feel stronger. Every week, the weight I'm carrying on my back increases, and I actually had to swap out the backpack that I was using from last time because it was a bit smaller to be able to carry some additional weight. So just getting out there, putting in the miles every day, 6 days a week. As you can see, I'm not running at the moment. It's a lot of weight on my back. Not exactly sure the distance that I'm going to do today, but this particular route goes around in a big circle. I normally go in the other direction. This is the first time I was like, hey, let's change it up today. Let's do the route in reverse. There's a river crossing coming up. I'll probably turn the camera back on to film that. But basically, I'm out here. You can't quite tell at the moment, but it's already really hot here in Australia. And It'll probably take me about 1 hour and 20 minutes to get around this route. Over undulating, arduous terrain. Got sand, there's some muddy areas, there's rocky areas, up and down hills. It's a good workout for the whole body. So, all right, I'll turn the camera back on when we get to the river. Cheers. All right, so I'm just coming up to the river now. Okay, we need to do an obstacle crossing. So, to give you guys a bit of perspective, here is the river. The Indian Ocean is out there. It's kind of just around that bend. I've selected my access and my egress locations. I want to get out of the river just over there. You can see the tide is going out, so you can see the water is kind of moving back out toward the ocean at the moment. Now, whenever you're on operations, negotiating obstacles is something you need to become really skilled at, because you're left exposed, it slows you down. And when I'm talking obstacles, it could be anything from crossing an open road to a barbed wire fence. It could be a large fallen tree in the jungle, and certainly rivers. And in the Special Forces, we train a lot with regard to safely negotiating rivers. Now, it's never 100% safe. We're in the northwest of Australia. You don't often see crocodiles around here, but there's the possibility there could be a crocodile. There's also possibly sharks in here, being so close to the ocean. But basically, you just got to grow some balls and get in and get it done. Now, for those of you sitting at home wondering, how's he going to swim? I'm guessing this is around 30 or 40 meters across. If you're wondering how I'm going to swim across there with a heavy backpack on, well, I'm not going to wear my backpack. Everything in my backpack has been waterproof using dry bags, and that creates pockets of air inside the backpack, so it actually floats very well. So I'm going to use this as a flotation aid. I am not going to take my boots off. I'm going to swim with boots on, because there could be stonefish down here, and if you step on one of them, you know about it. It's excruciating pain. So, I'm pretty warm. We're about 2/3 of the way round. There's barely any wind today, so it's very warm. I'm sweating a lot, and I need to cool down. So let's just get in and get this done. Here we go. It's a good workout, I'm telling you. Okay, we're here. We've hit some low ground. I can walk the rest of the way in. And deep again, but we're almost here. Yeah. Since I'm in shorts and not long pants, I want to be very careful going up the bank. It's quite rocky. I don't want to hurt my knees. And there we go. Obstacle successfully crossed. want to talk a little bit about motivation today. I certainly lost a lot of motivation when I left Iraq. When I left the service, I decided I'd trained my ass off for over 10 years, and I was just sick and tired of it. I was sick and tired of having to stay battle fit. And unfortunately for Grace, we got married, and then I let myself go almost straight away. Ballooned up in weight. And it took that kind man, Bobby Valor, bringing me back into Action Force, or sorry, bringing me into Action Force as Desert Rat, to really inspire me again. What Bobby's done for me is not just, you know, turned me into a character in my favourite toy line. He's given me motivation and inspiration in my personal life. He doesn't even know it, but he's encouraged me to go out there and get fit again, get healthy again. So for those of you who struggle with motivation, who struggle with inspiration, you need to find something that you're really passionate about. Because if I'm not passionate about something, I wouldn't be running around in this sandy shithole with a heavy backpack on. All right, you need to have motivation, but once you get going, you get hungry for more. And I'm not getting tired of this training. The more I do it, the more I want to do. Geez, on Friday, I went out in the morning, and then I went out again at 11 o'clock at night for another hour because I couldn't sleep, so I just went out and trained again. So try and find your motivation or your inspiration wherever it may be. You don't have to walk around in a place like this with a backpack on to get healthy. If you like carpentry, spend a long time on a weekend in your garage working with wood, doing physical labour, and it will help get you fit. Unfortunately, in the modern society, the vast majority of us in full-time employment sit behind computers, and it's not good for us. My father's generation, every man with a full-time job stayed fit because the physical labour involved in that job kept them fit. So find what it is you're passionate about, invest the time, find the time, and you'll kick goals all day long. All right, Desert Rat, signing off for now. Cheers.